Welcome to Money Magnet, the podcast that empowers you to achieve financial independence. I'm Alex, and I'm here with my co-host Anna.
Hi, this month's podcast is all about time mastery, how to balance work and rest. It is dedicated to helping you to optimize your time management skills and strike a harmonious balance between your work and your personal life.
Today we are building on our previous episode with the topic investing in yourself, as we firmly believe that effective time management is a crucial component of self-investment. By mastering your time, you can unlock your full potential and lead a more fulfilling life. Not mastering your time might leave you exhausted or just diddle-daddling through your life. So we thought this would be a fitting topic to elaborate on.
So why does time management matter? Let's start by discussing why time management is essential for your personal and professional growth. Time is a finite resource, and how you allocate it directly impacts your success and well-being. Efficient time management allows you to, for example, boost productivity, meaning you can accomplish more in less time. This also means fewer stressors and more time for personal development, social activities, and rest.
Good time management also helps you to set clear goals and prioritize tasks to achieve them, whether it's advancing your career or pursuing a passion project. Being able to tick your tasks off the list is a great motivator to keep moving forward.
As we all know, striking a balance between work and personal life is crucial for overall happiness. Effective time management allows you to allocate time to all spheres of your life as you please without feeling overwhelmed.
So now that we know why time management is so important, let's dive a little bit deeper into some practical time management strategies that you can implement to invest in yourself. Start off by defining and writing down your short-term and long-term goals. Having a clear direction allows you to allocate your time much more purposefully. We know that a big goal can feel overwhelming, so break each one of your goals down into smaller tasks that are much easier and faster to achieve. Then spread those tasks over months, weeks and days, depending on their required effort, and slowly but surely work your way to the big realization of your goals.
It is important to write everything down. You are much more committed to a goal or task that is written down, and you also won't forget about it so easily when your day tries to run away with you. Having said that, it helps to use a daily planner or a digital tool to organize your tasks and set priorities. I'm a big fan of my personal daily planner, but apps work just as fine. Allocate time blocks for specific activities and tasks, whether that is for your job or a side hustle or self-improvement. And very importantly, this should also include your resting periods. If you diarize them, you're less likely to skip lunch or keep working until you're exhausted.
You also might want to avoid multitasking. Contrary to popular belief, multitasking can reduce productivity and increase stress. Focus on one task at a time for much better results. If you are stressed, you will most likely lose the overview of your tasks. First thing in the morning, write today's tasks down and prioritize them.
Learning to say no and not overcommitting is another great tool which most of us, I guess, should practice more often. That includes us. Saying no to tasks or activities that don't align with your goals is essential to free up time for what matters most.
You also don't have to be a one-woman show. If possible, delegate tasks that others can handle. This frees you up to focus on activities that brings you closer to your goal or simply give you more joy.
We live in an age in which technology is abundant, so make use of it. Time management apps and tools can help you to streamline your workflow and track your progress.
And last but not least, but super important, take breaks. Regular breaks can boost productivity and reduce burnout. Your concentration usually starts to fade after about 45 minutes, so try to incorporate small breaks throughout your entire workday. Get up, move your body, look into nature, or at least look at a picture of nature. All these things are proven to relax your mind way better than anything else. You should particularly avoid checking social media and your emails. That is not what your break is for. And let's be honest, it's not very relaxing either. And don't forget to give yourself enough me time in your free time to recharge your batteries.
Achieving a balance between work and rest is a critical aspect of time management. Just as investing in your skills and knowledge is essential, investing in your well-being is equally vital. Here's how Alex and I incorporate this into our lives.
Well, running your own business can be quite stressful, and I personally struggle to say no. So when I'm on tour, I still get emails with translation requests, and often I say yes. So during the day I'm on tour, and then in the evening, when I should rest, I'll do translations. And tour guiding is an amazing job, but it's not a holiday like a lot of people might think. It is stressful work. You have to organize everything. You have to be constantly present, answer all sorts of questions. So you do need the rest in the evening, but, emails, translations. So yeah, I do struggle to say no, and it has taken me a while to learn to turn down work, which is hard for a freelancer. When I'm not on tour, I do have my daily to-do list, and I've also learned over the years to A, not add a million things to my to-do list, and B, to stop once I'm done with that list. I often used to go on like, oh wait, this needs to be done and that needs to be done, instead of like, no, you're done with today's work. Now it's time for you to rest and enjoy the rest of the evening, instead of just keep going. And stress-related illnesses unfortunately run in my family, and I'm the lucky one for now. I don't have anything. So whenever I feel overwhelmed and really stressed, I step back and think about my family and all the physical struggle that I do not want. And then I remind myself that, the world will not end if I slow down a little bit. Most likely, no one's even going to notice. Another thing I do when I feel overwhelmed is to meditate. I can't go for as long as I would like to, but I have noticed that it has a really calming effect on my mind. Often I only do 10 minutes, but I can feel it physically. My whole body is a lot more relaxed after just 10 minutes. And when I'm on tour, I'm also very, very blessed that I'm usually surrounded by beautiful nature. And if I don't have to drive myself, I've learned to become fully conscious and aware of my surroundings. And I no longer let the landscape just fly past me in the window. No. These days, if I'm not talking, I sit down, I look out of the window and just soak up the amazing beauty. We all know how beautiful South Africa is. And I'm so lucky that I get to see so many different parts of it. And the last thing I picked up might be a little bit of a weird one, but I love crocheting. It started a year or two back when a friend of mine asked me to contribute to an artwork for Africa Burn. And they asked me to crochet little leaves. And I was like, crocheting? Are you kidding me? That's what grandmothers do. I hadn't crocheted since primary school. But I thought okay, cool. YouTube, here we go. Show me how to crochet again. It's actually quite simple. And then I really got into it. And it's so relaxing. I love it. And I just noticed that many activities like crocheting, like knitting, or like cooking, anything that is a physical activity for which you don't really have to think too much, is just so relaxing.
Yeah, that resonates quite well. We had the other day a meetup with friends and we did stone painting. That was pretty awesome. It felt very cool to just follow the needle point and just dot with a purpose. My friends that will listen to that now will know what I mean. Okay, anyway, I also struggled to find balance while moving forward, and I needed to implement a couple of measures that helped me. I had mentioned it in the previous podcast that I usually quite strict with my workouts and I do yoga, but I also do a once a month spa session with friends, and I love to go to those. I have a massage booked, and then we piggy eat lots on way too much, and we go into the sauna and we dive in a cold plunge pool. And basically we do a lot of things that just relax me. And because I'm not in my own home, I actually am forced to relax, which is very much helpful because once I'm actually at home, I am having a hard time to say no. However, a really great way to effectively manage your time when you are spinning is the 4 quadrants of the Eisenhower matrix. That is a time management technique that can truly transform the way you approach your daily tasks and responsibilities. And it works like this. You basically take a piece of paper and you paint 4 quadrants or just 4 squares and split all of your daily tasks into those 4 quadrants. So let me explain a little bit more detail. What is the first quadrant? The first quadrant would be urgent and important tasks. So these are tasks that demand your immediate attention and you need to basically finish them. So think of them as the firefighting tasks of your day. In this category, we have deadlines at work, that projects that you need to finish and that is required to be sent off by the end of the day, or an important call that cannot be delayed. Those sort of tasks that go into that quadrant. Tax deadline, for example. Missing these could have a serious consequence, so they're definitely urgent and important.
In the second quadrant, you would find all the tasks that are important, but not exactly screaming for your immediate attention. So not urgent, but important. These are tasks that you should definitely schedule and work on, but they don't have to happen this very minute. For example, exercise. Regular physical activity is essential for your well-being, but doesn't have to happen right now. Anything that is project related, any studies that you have to do, any knowledge that you have to gain. Not super urgent, but needs to be done. Another example would be spending quality time with your family. Again, this is very meaningful for you, good for your well-being, and you should definitely plan for it. But again, not this very moment. Same goes for car maintenance, house maintenance, or hobbies even.
In the third quadrant, we have urgent but not important. Here's where we often fall into a common trap. These tasks seem urgent, but they might not be the best use of your time, especially if someone else can handle them. Examples include unexpected texts or calls. Sometimes they can wait if they're not related to urgent matters. Or work-related advice requests. While helping your colleagues is essential, it can be delegated. Or routine employee emails. This might seem urgent, but they can often wait for your designated email checking time. Yes, there is such a thing as a designated email checking time. There's people that literally only answer their emails between 2 and 4. Or they have 2 times in a day where they actually dedicate time to check their emails. This is another really cool trick to actually deal with your time management. Or unannounced family requests. Family matters, of course they matter, but sometimes they can be addressed later when it's more convenient.
And then, of course, we have the fourth quadrant. These are the tasks that neither demand your immediate attention nor contribute significantly to your goals. So, not urgent, not important. You might call it the time-wasting quadrant if you want. And examples include surfing online. I believe it's called doom scrolling. You just keep going and going and going without actually learning anything or it giving you any real joy. The same goes for playing games. Video games, games on your phone. Yes, they are fun, but they don't really contribute to anything productive. And if you're an avid computer game player, by all means, have a dedicated time slot for when you want to play your games, but other than that, no thank you. And of course, we have all fallen for it, social media browsing. It's quite easy to get lost in that endless scroll of social media, and it just eats up your hours.
Incorporating the Eisenhower matrix into your life can be a game changer. It helps you to focus on what truly matters and prevents you from being constantly pulled into less important urgent tasks. By categorizing your activities into these 4 quadrants, you'll become a master of your time.
It's a tool that can revolutionize the way you prioritize your tasks, maximize your productivity, and ultimately invest in yourself. Remember, your time is precious, and how you use it matters. We all only have 24 hours, each and every day.
We are all human, and sometimes we end up spinning with too much on our plates. It happens to all of us. It happens to everyone. So there is no shame in that. But when that happens, you need to have a plan to fix that. So we wanted to give you the tools like this one to make it easier. So use them when you're spinning. Don't hesitate.
In conclusion, time management is a vital tool for investing in yourself. It allows you to allocate your most precious resource wisely and achieve personal and financial growth. And remember, it's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters most efficiently.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you've gained valuable insight into optimizing your time and managing your life more effectively. Remember, you are the architect of your time, and by mastering it, you can create a more fulfilling and meaningful life.
Thank you so much for being part of the Money Magnet community. Stay tuned for more episodes, and don't forget, you are a Money Magnet!